Hello beautiful people of the world, welcome to my channel. My name is Shay, and in today's video I wanted to talk about the Silhouette versus the Cricut. So some people wonder, they want a cutting machine and they don't know which one to get. I am just going to be talking about kind of my own opinion. I know some people that absolutely love and swear by the Silhouette and they would never switch to Cricut, and I know other people that love and swear by the Cricut and would never switch to Silhouette, and I know people that have tried both and gone back and forth. So I'm going to talk about a little bit of both and just a few main points on the differences that might help you make that decision. So let's start off with the Silhouette. The Silhouette does not need internet connection to cut. Now, some people could argue that for the Cricut, you don't need internet connection because you can save them offline and do projects offline, which is true. Silhouette, you don't need internet connection to be able to cut your images. Some people might argue that this is for both, but for the Cricut, you can get precise and intricate, clean cuts. The Cricut is also a little bit faster when it comes to cutting. The software that you use for the Silhouette is a little bit more advanced, whereas the Cricut software, which is Cricut Design Space, it's a little more user-friendly and easier to figure out at first. But again, like I said, it really is going to depend on what you're looking for. Are you going to need something that's a little bit more advanced, or is the Cricut Design Space going to be enough for you? I personally have never tried the Silhouette software, but I have heard great things from people saying it's really advantageous because they are able to design their own files and images on that software right there. Whereas when I want to make my own files and my own images and SVGs on Cricut software, I actually need to do a whole separate app and website and then download it and then upload it into my Cricut Design Space. So there's a few extra steps, and that's where that whole difference of the more advanced software with the Silhouette compared to the easier to use software with the Cricut. So it might take a little bit longer to learn how to use the Silhouette, though I'm sure there are so many videos out there on YouTube that you can easily watch and figure it out quickly. It might take a little bit longer, but if you're wanting to make a lot of things yourself and you're wanting something that's more advanced, it might be a better option for you. Or maybe you need something that's a little easier and more user-friendly. Maybe the Cricut software is the way to go. So the Silhouette does not need a cutting mat to cut vinyl, whereas the Cricut, if you're wanting to cut vinyl, you're going to be needing a cutting mat to be cutting the vinyl. The good part about that is the mats actually last longer if taken care of properly, so it kind of differs either way, but I did want to mention that in case you were kind of intimidated by the mat factor of it. Now the Silhouette can actually cut up to 10 feet long at a time, whereas the Cricut devices can cut up to 2 feet. So both of them can cut the 12 by 12 mat. That's like the general mat that people do, the 12 inches. But with the Cricut, for example, if you have the mat, you can get the 12 by 24 mat and cut up to 2 feet. Whereas with the Silhouette, you can cut a lot longer. So I can see why the Silhouette would be more beneficial if you're cutting a lot of long projects like that. Whereas with the Cricut, you can still cut it, you just have to break it up a little bit more because you do need to use the mat, and it only goes up to 2 feet. Now with the Cricut, you can cut the most variety of materials compared to the Silhouette. And with Cricut, there are a few different Cricut machines. For example, the Cricut Maker can cut hundreds and hundreds of different materials, whereas other Cricut machines might not be able to cut as much. They can still cut a lot, just like the Silhouette, but the Cricut brand definitely has more of a variety on materials that you can cut, depending on which Cricut machine you have, of course. With the Silhouette, you can actually share your digital files easier because you have the ability to embed images. And both of these can be Bluetooth enabled, so you don't need to have a laptop. So it's really up to you. I'm not trying to sway your decision either way. Personally, I'm a Cricut kind of gal, but I also have not tried the Silhouette. So I can't really say either way because I haven't really tried them both yet. And I just wanted to mention the main differences that I have noticed. Now, what are the differences you have seen? If you've tried them both, or if you are a Silhouette lover or a Cricut lover all the way, please let us know in the comments down below. What is something you love about these things, or what is something that doesn't really go as well? Maybe they can work on. In the future, it might be totally different, but right now when I'm filming this is how it is. Hopefully this helped you in your decision on what kind of cutting machine you might want to get, or maybe it just helped add some factors to your notes and you're going to continue watching a few more videos to figure out what the heck one are you going to get? Thank you so much for watching and happy crafting. Bye.